Revenue Agency, after undertaking a statutory audit of your tax filings from the year of 2010 till 2014, has concluded that taxes worth dollar amount $3,465 have been underpaid by you. The CRA department is not claiming that you are not paying your taxes. The CRA knows that you are paying your taxes on a regular basis. But at this point of time, the situation is, when the CRA department has done an auditing of your tax filings, we just find it out that the information which was submitted from your end to the CRA department was completely different from the information what we have found it out when we have investigated on your tax filings. And we just find it out that there was some miscalculations in your taxes. You have failed to declare your actual income, which was higher than as it was mentioned in the returns. You have wrongly benefited for the deductions for which you were not eligible. Either the person who is filing your taxes has submitted a wrong information to the CRA department, or either the mistakes has been done from your end, or it might be a computational error. But the person who will gonna suffer for the situation will be you, as this fraud has been done under your name. After the investigation, we have come to the conclusion that at this point of time, the grand total which you owe to the CRA department is for $3,465. Now, the CRA department discovered a strong evidence that this was not a result of innocent negligence. Rather than we have a reason to believe that it was a willful act done with the intent to defraud the CRA department. Regarding this, the CRA department is pressing 4 serious allegations against your name. The 4 allegations are: Count 1, violation of federal tax regulation; Count 2, violation of the Canada Revenue Code; Count 3, theft by deception; and Count 4 is willful misrepresentation of an information to a government organization. Now, the CRA department has decided to recover the penalties for this tax fraud case, which can be reached up to $96,000 by invoking Canada Revenue Code 63318 against you, which means for you the CRA department will mark a lien on your assets, including your house and your car if you own any. All of your known bank accounts would be frozen and confiscated within the next 20 minutes. You would not be able to have an access to that anymore. The CRA department would be filing a notice of federal tax lien informing the public and your creditors regarding the government's legal claim to your property. All of your credit reporting agencies would be notified about your tax fraud and the lien on your assets. All of your wages, like your paycheck and the benefits which you are getting from the government bodies, would be garnished by the CRA department. If you have any existing payment plan with the CRA department, it would stand terminated under Section 31st A of the CR Code. Your passport and driving license will be cancelled so that you cannot run away from the arrest procedure. The CRA department will press to get a non-bailable warrant issued against your name within the next 45 minutes. Now, what this means for you is at least you could be spending 90 days behind the federal prison until the investigation has been completed. Once the investigation has been completed, you will get a chance to fight this case inside the courthouse. And once you prove guilty among the judge and the jury members, the swing amount for this case would be for $96,000. And if you won't be able to submit the swing amount, it may lead to your imprisonment for 3 to 5 years behind the federal prison. If you have any prior convictions, including but not limited to worthless checks, grand theft, or money laundering, please be aware that the judge and the jury members will handle your case as that of an habitual offender, as your state is a strictly zero-tolerance state. Now, finally, I have completed with my legal affidavit. Now, if at all you have any questions, Ms. Quinn, you can just go ahead and ask me right now. Let me explain you about this case in an easier way so you can understand that what exactly we are talking about and why exactly you are facing these legal consequences. Let me ask you first of all that how are you filing your taxes? Are you filing your taxes personally, or there was a third party doing it for you? Now let me explain you what exactly is the situation. Nanaka, yesterday morning itself, the CRA department has done an investigation of the tax returns which has been filed in the past. And when we have done an investigation, we just found it out that the person who is filing your taxes, the person who is doing your taxes has submitted a wrong information to the CRA department on an intention basis. They have failed to declare your actual income, which was higher than as it was mentioned in the returns. They have wrongly benefited for the deductions for which you were not eligible by manipulating the figures intentionally. Every single year they have manipulated the figures intentionally. At this point of time, you are owing back taxes of $3,465 to the CRA department. And according to the Subsidiary Act of 21st day of the 1993 Judiciary, the CRA department will never consider any of the third parties as an evidence or as a witness or as an accuser in the case of tax fraud, because we never told you to use any of the third parties to do your taxes. You are the one who have appointed them to do your taxes. Now they are the one who are committing this fraud, and due to that reason you are facing this legal consequences. You will understand each and everything once the police will come to your house along with the case papers and the warrant of your arrest. Is there any further questions you need to ask?